Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine. I'm Eman Zahra and I'm going to present transculturation in postcolonialism. Definition of transculturation. Transculturation refers to the process in which different cultures come into contact, interact, and create new hybrid cultures. This term was introduced by Fernando Ortiz in 1940. Unlike simple assimilation in which one culture dominated another, transculturation involves a two-way exchange where both cultures influence each other. Key idea. The main idea of transculturation is that cultures do not remain pure or separate. Instead, they constantly interact and evolve, leading to the formation of new cultural forms. So, this process is continuous, dynamic, and ongoing. Characteristics. One important feature is cultural blending, where native and colonial cultures mix together. The next one is hybrid identities, where people develop identities that are neither fully native nor fully colonial. In addition, cultural syncretism refers to the merging of traditions to create new forms of expression. For example, African and Caribbean cultures combine to form unique cultural practices. Identity negotiation is not fixed, it keeps changing through different cultural influences. Key figures. Several thinkers have contributed to this concept. Fernando Ortiz first explained transculturation as cultural transition. Mary Louise Pratt introduced the idea of contact zones where cultures meet and interact. Homi K. Bhabha argued that identities are formed in between or third spaces of culture. Edward Said emphasized that all cultures are interconnected and influenced by power. Stuart Hall explained that identity is always shifting and never stable. Gloria Anzalda described that borderlands as spaces where identities are shaped through both conflict and significance of transculturation. Transculturation is important in post-colonial studies because it shows that cultures are active and changing, not passive. It explains cultural exchange as a two-way process and challenges colonial dominance. It also helps revive indigenous traditions and rejects the idea that one culture is superior to another. For example, we can see transculturation in many regions of the world. In Mexico, Spanish and indigenous cultures blend. Similarly, countries like Brazil, Africa, and India show strong cultural hybridization due to historical interactions. Comparison. It is important to distinguish transculturation from assimilation. Transculturation involves mutual exchange and creates hybrid identities. In contrast, assimilation is a one way process where one culture dominates and the original culture is often lost. Related terms. Some related concepts include mestizaje, which refers to cultural mixing, subaltern, meaning marginalized groups, mimicry, which is imitation of colonizer, cultural imperialism, where one culture dominates another, and Creole identity, which refers to mixed cultural identity. Conclusion. To conclude, transculturation explains how cultures interact, blend, and continuously create new identities. It shows that identity is not fixed but constantly evolving. Overall, it is a key concept for understanding cultural exchange in post colonial societies. Thank you for your attention. That's all for my presentation.